First, a look ahead at this morning's menu on UKGold. The doors open at the Crossroads Motel in a moment. Then Todd makes a shattering visit to his father in Neighbours at 8:30, before Ian injects a little drama into EastEnders. We've a double helping of The Bill at 8:30, then a marriage and a massacre when the boat comes in, an hour later. Before Benny Goodwin finds Two's Company in Rhoda at 10:30, and we meet ruthless people in Dallas.
Expand your horizons.
This June with UKTV. Hello?
There's a new girl.
Ow, yeah. Forced to share her space with the boys.
In the UKGold premiere of Red Dwarf 7.
I said supper is ready.
We interrupt this message to bring you a very important message.
Back on Earth, Monty's men spend summer globetrotting.
On UK Horizons.
I'm going to be going to see what's happened to some lemurs.
I said lemurs!
In excess of £20,000.
UK Style spends a day on the road hunting for antique gems.
Jolly fine. Wow.
I'm gobsmacked.
While UK Arena joins Pulp and Blur for a weekend break at Glastonbury.
And on UK Play,
Huge names in the world of rock and pop, as you've never seen them before.
Jane is on the trail of the stars.
You're going to talk while I'm singing.
Step into summer 99.
This June on UKTV.
So what sort of accountant are you? Chartered?
From the creator of Only Fools and Horses, Just Good Friends starts Monday at 10:05 on UKGold.
Now, UKGold leads you through the holy portals of the Crossroads Motel, a soap classic.
Now then, Adam, your thoughts.
Right. I want to get our objectives clear.
Well, they're obvious, aren't they?
OK, you tell me.
All boils down to profit.
It is not as simple as that, Joe. If we make profit our sole objective, then our motivations are misdirected. It is more logical to make profit the reward of serving others. Now, there is our motivation. The higher the consumer's satisfaction, the greater the reward.
So it does all boil down to profit.
Now, what I'm trying to get over to you is the formulation of consumer-motivated management systems.
With all due respect, Adam, that's a load of verbal foliage. Are we in this business to make money or not?
You haven't been listening to me.
Would you mind just going over it again, for me?
This time, would you concentrate?
Just hang on one moment, Adam. Read those in your spare time.
Read, memorize and swallow, eh?
Get indigestion just looking at it. All right, Adam, arrange to give them a grounding in your new techniques later on, would you? I'll leave that to you. We must get the staffing arrangements sewn up. Time is not on our side. Adam, you're in overall control. Joe and Daniel, junior management, your lieutenants. Now, problems. Head of sport.
I already have the man.
Fine. You all right, son?
Yeah, I'm all right.
It's all right then. Miss Misha been getting up your nostrils, has she?
No.
Now, come on. Tell me. What have I done?
Nothing.
I must have done something. You've been walking around all day with a face like a bag of giblets.
I didn't.
You have.
Look, if it was something, I wouldn't tell it, because, well, it's personal.
So I have done something.
Yes, I mean, no, no, I don't know.
Right, Daniel and Joe, thanks very much for attending the meeting. Adam will see you later to give you your instructions.
Okay.
Well, Adam, the ball's in your court.
Your brother has all the qualifications for this job, and apart from anything else, we've already offered him the position.
Yes, I know, but that was before we learnt that he was also your wife's lover.
Quite.
This is unbelievable.
But, Nicola, I've had a terrible shock.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
I mean, it has shaken me to the core. It has also made me realize what a complete self-centered fool I've been. The total disregard and lack of tenderness that I've shown Jill these past few months. If Mickey hadn't have happened along, it would have been somebody else.
Dad.
Oh, yes, it would. Yes, that is the position. I can see it quite clearly now. And I have to accept it.
But you seriously mean to tell me that you can work with him under these circumstances?
I was perfectly happy to accept him before I knew he was in love with Jill.
Yes, but work with him now.
Nicola, Jill is a very unhappy woman at the moment. If Michael can give her the tenderness that she deserves, and I make things difficult for him, then it's going to be worse for everybody else. This way, at least, I keep my self-respect. So, you see, my motives are not without a touch of selfishness. Anyway, then, that's my cards on the table.
Come in.
Ah, sorry to interrupt, Mrs. Fear.
Yes,
Here are
Mrs.
the stock
Phillips.
lists you asked for. They're a bit late, I'm afraid. Oh, I must tell you, I know you'll be pleased. Stephen's just called.
Oh, yes.
You'll never believe this. Mr. Hathaway's done an about turn.
Really?
He's given Stephen his blessing to play here as long as he likes. I can't imagine why he's changed his mind like that.
Well, these things do happen.
Yes, well, I'd better dash. Bye.
So, Nicola, what is your decision?
Hi, love.
Where's the best pair of biceps in town, eh?
Right here, kid. Cop all of that.
No, thanks, Sid. I'm not into whelks.
Oh.
Roy! I want to thank him.
Listen, Benny's a bit funny today.
Funny ha-ha, funny peculiar.
Well, he's right down in the dumps, kid. I think it must be these things.
Who's been showing him these?
Get a load of the photographs on there.
Well, he's never been looking at these films, has he?
Well, of course not. Well, I hope not, anyway.
They're enough to make my hair curl, let alone Benny's.
Look, do me a favour, have a word with him, will you, kid? Because he won't talk to me.
Well.
Benny! Benny! Diane wants you.
Hello? I've got a list of things here for you to get. You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. It's the onion to make me eyes watch.
Well, you can tell me, can't you? You're my friend, aren't you?
I don't know.
Well, that's what best friends are for, I mean, to help you.
I can't be your friend then, can I?
Of course you are.
Well, why didn't you ask me to help you then?
Oh, the move.
That's what I thought things were for, helping.
Yeah, but with best friends, it's nice to have treats, isn't it?
Eh?
Well, I wanted the cottage to look really nice for you, so you could come over to supper. I mean, you will come, won't you?
What, you want me to come to supper with you? Just you and me on our own?
Yeah. You'll be my first guest, my very special guest.
I better go and tell Sid. Yeah? Sid! Sid! Sid!
What do you want?
Miss Diane wants me to go to supper on my own.
Good news, Darby. You're going to like this. Mr. Hathaway's changed his mind.
Oh, that is good news. Splendid.
I thought you'd be pleased.
Yes, and so will the customers be. Well, you're going to be popping the corks tonight.
Oh, no, not tonight, because this weekend, Andrew, that's Stephen's son, is coming. I'm nervous, to say the least, you know, because me ruling the roost in his old home.
Oh, Come on, you'll bowl him over. You did me.
Excuse me, Mr. Darby, Mrs. Phillips.
Can I have a quick word with you, Mickey?
Not now, Lorraine.
Can't you spare a precious minute?
It's going to have to be quick, then, because I've got to talk to my sister. Up in the bar, it's not open yet.
I don't think I should have had to come looking for you, Mickey.
Keep your voice down, will you?
Well, do you?
I was going to tell you, Lorraine.
Only you just so happened to forget I was on the scene in your lust for older women. Is
Keep
that
your
it?
voice down and don't be smutty.
Who would you expect? A pat on the back and flowers for the lady?
Look, it all happened so quickly.
Yeah, you're fast, OK?
We've had some good times, Lorraine. Let's just leave it at that, right?
Just like that. Neat and tidy, eh? Good army training. A place for everything and everything in its place.
You've made up your mind what the situation is going to be, and nothing that I say is going to make any difference.
It's not like that.
I didn't know you felt like this.
Look, don't moan me, please. No, I don't suppose you did. Your mind was on other things. Another man's wife. I feel an utter fool, Mickey. Wasn't fair to make me look silly in front of people.
Look, I didn't set out to fall in love with Jill. It just happened. And one day it'll happen for you the same way. I mean, a great guy will stroll into your life and wham.
Trouble is, Mickey, I thought a great guy had strolled in.
Look, we can still be mates, eh?
Just promise me this. When you need another sparring partner, just don't pick me, OK?
Sure, kid.
Mr. Doyle, Mrs. Freeman will see you now, sir.
You'll never understand.
For some fresh drama.
I slept with him. I went to kiss him, and then he did a runner.
For some fresh talk.
Liar! 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 Liar!
Don't want to miss this show.
For some fresh action.
Let it all hang out.
What brings you to the dating game?
I like the second guy. I realized, wow.
It's change of heart time.
He's too conceited.
She's always late.
For a fresh look at life.
Perfect but small.
Vanillian. For a fresh new lineup, take a fresh look at living.
DIY. Why do we do it? The answer's simple. We want a great-looking home without spending a fortune. So, we need somewhere that, A, gives us a bit of inspiration, and B, sells everything we need. That'll be these guys. Focus and Do It All have got together, which means you get loads of choice and best of all, great prices. Which is just as well, because we're already planning the next room. Focus, Do It All. Together, great choice, great value.
Hello? There's something really tasty. Whiskas Singles. Gently cooked and foil packed for freshness. Keeps all the goodness and flavour locked in. So there's no tastier meat around. Meat. Whiskas Singles. A fresh and different meal every time.
I've sent for Mickey. I must hear what he has to say. I still have very serious doubts.
Yes, but you wouldn't have offered him the job if you weren't 100% sure of his qualifications.
Yes, I know that.
Even Sir William commented on that.
Yeah, well, he was keen to have him up to a point.
Look, Sir William doesn't need to know about Jill and Mickey, does he?
Oh, come off it, Adam. There'll be common knowledge if it isn't already.
That's then his sticking point.
Yeah, well, of course it is. You're asking me to create a potentially volatile managerial situation.
Oh, we're all grown up and adult.
Which I shall have to take full responsibility for if it blows up in my face.
It won't.
Yes, but you can only speak for yourself.
All right. Let's consult the others, see how they react.
Don't jump the gun, please. I've got to make my own decision first.
I'm sorry.
Well, I trust you to remain cool. As for Jill, well, she'll probably work better for having Mickey around. And that just leaves Mickey. Of all of you, he's the most immature and temperamental. Still, he does need an anchor. And the job is ideal for him.
Then let's sound him out.
All right. But if he shows the smallest doubt, I'm going to drop the idea straight away. I won't be at all surprised if he turns it down flat. I know my brother.
Do you?
Yeah, well, he's done it before. He can do it again. Come in.
Ah, Mickey, come in. About this job at the gym.
Why, you wouldn't consider offering it me again, would you?
Would you be interested?
I've thought about it, and the answer's yes.
What? Are you sure?
There are no hard feelings between me and Adam.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Delighted.
You seriously mean to say that you could sit back and take orders from Adam?
Why not?
Dare I say that the decision has made itself?
Always reminds me of Mother.
I know. It's the first piece I ever played for.
Yes. You're looking much better now than you have for a long time.
Ah, here's the reason.
Andrew.
Hello.
Sorry I wasn't here to greet you. How are you?
Fit as a flea.
And the family?
Even fitter.
Oh, wonderful.
No need to ask how you are. You look delightful.
Flatterer.
And this old scallywag's never looked better.
Oh, watch it. I still know where your ticklish spots are.
Do you remember those tickling contests we used to have down here on the floor?
Yes. How old were you then? 8 or 9?
Go on. Must have been nearly 20.
Watch it. I can still get you.
Right. Come on, then.
Hey, you two, before you start horsing around, I'm going back to the kitchen, unless you want to starve.
Can I help?
No, everything's under control. See you later.
She is very good for me.
I can see that.
Sherry?
Love one.
Take a pew.
This room's still the same.
Yes.
You haven't changed a thing. But all my old toy cars are still lying around under the furniture. But you're still playing with them.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, look, Andrew, I'd like to have a chat about things, about the house, you know.
Far away?
It's time I made a new will.
Go on. You've got a lot more mileage in you yet.
Well, I expect Rosemary thought the same thing, but it can happen any time, you know.
Death, you greet me when I least expect you. Yes.
Yes, well, things have changed. I have to make provision for Kath in my will, so obviously this affects your inheritance.
Oh. I see.
Come on, Darby, you know what this place is like. It runs on gossip. And that old windbag cat is one of the worst.
Now, why do you think it was Kath that told me?
Because he was the only person I saw when I left Nicola's office. Come on, did you see me listening at keyholes?
Oh, I'd take out the First Amendment on that.
You ratbag, Darby.
Hey, you just watch it. This here's a friend of mine. Upset him and you upset me.
Is that so?
Yes. My left is destructive, my right is downright lethal. Hiya, Darby.
Does she drink?
Oh, no, no. She just has a great sense of humour.
Is that what you call it? Ah, here comes Crossroads' answer to Madonna.
You've been drinking the vitriol again, boy.
Busy, Daniel?
Yes, hard at it all day. Adam certainly knows how to apply the whip.
Good for him. Derby, maintenance men. I've been trying to winkle one out for the last half hour. Any ideas?
Yes, I'll find you one, ma'am.
Thank you. The heating in my office is all over the place.
So am I to be the last to know?
About what?
Dear step-uncle Mickey. Is he to be the resident gym ape or no?
Yes, I'm pleased to say Mickey has agreed to be head of sport. So, you'll have both him and Adam knocking you into shape.
Really? Do you think they'll have time between rounds?
Meaning what?
Do you seriously think that gruesome twosome are actually going to get on?
Why not?
Temperament. It's like asking King Kong and Hissing Sid to share a cage.
I think you've said about enough, Daniel. Good night.
Sorry I spoke.
You'll learn.
I sometimes wonder, Darby, where you get your faith.
Another?
Sure, that one really hit the spot.
I know what you mean.
I didn't realise you liked to drink, Adam.
We have similar tastes. Mickey, you're going to need an assistant, and pretty fast. Why don't you train somebody up yourself, and then you can be sure of their ability?
Fine by me.
We do have somebody, you know, right on hand.
Here on staff?
Lorraine Baker.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Why not?
Well...
Come in.
Mr. Chance.
Yes, Darby.
Mrs. Freeman would like to know if you'll join her this evening in the restaurant for dinner.
Yes, I'd be delighted. Darby, what do you think of Lorraine Baker?
She's a fine girl. I like her.
Do you think she'd jump at the opportunity of working in the sports centre?
Leap is more likely.
There you are, Michael. You've got yourself an assistant. I was just telling him to get her trained up.
Thanks, Darby.
Oh, dear, Stephen, this is a bit morbid, isn't it?
I think it's much better to get things settled than not giving greedy solicitors a field day.
So, what's the plan?
Well, Kath is amply provided for, so I want to leave you the house so that you can pass it on to your children.
Dad, I want you to understand what I'm going to say. Please don't be hurt or feel that I'm being ungrateful in any way. I don't want this house.
Andrew.
Listen, hear me out, please. Dad, you've been a great father to me. And you realize now how lucky I was to have such gentle parents. There's no substitute for being brought up in an atmosphere of love and understanding. See that from some of the kids I teach. We've got our own house, Dad. We don't need another. We'd never return to live here. We've put down our own roots. Now, you've done your bit for me. I think it's time you looked after yourself and Kath. Tell you what, if I was in your shoes, I'd sell this barn. Get yourself a nice little cottage. And with the cash left over, buy yourself a decent piano. A few piano lessons, of course. I hope you're not planning to take the sherry with you.
You are incorrigible.
Put it on top of your list, would you please, Bert? I want it done first thing in the morning, all right? Good night.
Good night.
Heating's all over the place.
So's the maintenance department.
Yeah, well, not for long. I'm getting them all bleepers.
Well, they won't like that.
No. Cut down on the tea breaks, and that's for sure.
Well, it's a good ruse.
So, how's it all going with you and Mickey?
Fine. He's got some good ideas. I do think he ought to go to some of those seminars there.
Yes. Well, we don't want him putting the customers through an assault course. But apart from that, all well?
Yes, this is all going to plan.
Good.
Look, Nicola, I'm going to have a wash and brush up before I join you in the restaurant, okay?
Adam, just one other thing. I know it's not really any of my business, but have you thought about divorce proceedings?
Nicola, I don't think you quite understand the situation. There is no question of that. Jill is just going through a midlife crisis. But one thing you can be certain of. I will never give her a divorce. Never.
Next here on UK Gold, we provide simply the best. Stay with us.